All right, morning everybody. Welcome to Friday Live. So, where are we today in the world? Chuck in the chat where you are. Interesting to know where you are. I am currently connected on everything I can possibly can. So, hopefully, be able to see your feeds coming through. I'm on Facebook on 3 situations. So, my personal page, my business page, which is Bioenergetics, and also a group called Bioenergetics and Chantelle. So, jump on there if you can. Comment if you are on there so I know it's working. I'm having a lot of issues with Facebook at the moment with communication. Also, YouTube, definitely on there. Caroline's on board with me there now. So type in the comments, guys, of what you want me to work on. Twitter, you should be seeing me on Twitter as well. I probably can't see your comments. I've never seen comments come through from Twitter, and I know there's some connection issues there with Twitter. So if you want to, the best way is to jump onto YouTube. I know I can definitely see the comments. So how does this all work? So welcome to Friday Lives with Chantelle. So what I'll do is I'll have a topic of the week, and today it's the hawk, so we'll do that. And then we will discuss that, plus whatever pops up. And then I will do a group treatment. So the energetic treatment I do will be focusing on those who are watching. So, or those who are watching in the future. So I would like you to put in your comments what you would like me to focus on. So it could be something in the physical realm, or it could be something in the any realm. Emotional thoughts, whatever, anything you want me to work on, chuck it in the comments and I will add that to the energetic treatment in about a quarter of an hour. So, hi Caroline from Auckland, New Zealand. We've definitely got you on the mix. Hi Eric from Tennessee in the US. Definitely working on Facebook, and I finally see the comments on Facebook. Yay, thank you. Cool. And who else have we got in there? Just check in the comments and I will say hi as we go along. So today's theme, I pulled out a card this week and I was like, oh my God, what are we going to talk about? Wow. Interesting enough, before I pulled out the card, I was doing my Pangu Qigong, as I do every day, watching out the window, looking down the valley, and there were 2 amazing hawks having so much fun because it's quite windy here at the moment, in the wind, and the thermals they're just playing with the thermals. They were just having so much fun. It was beautiful to watch while I was doing my Pangu Qigong. So I thought, oh, that was cool. And then the next day I thought, right, what are we going to do? I pulled out the oracle cards, and this week's pack is the Wisdom of the Avalon. A lot out of all my packs that popped out, so there you go. And the card that I chose, which I didn't choose by the way, the oracle did, and it's the hawk. Okay, so really, really interesting. It always happens this way. It's like, oh, you get all sorts of crazy things going on, and it always comes up in the cards. The cards are absolutely amazing. I love them. They are my sort of speaker as such. I'm not as gifted as some others with hearing and seeing and stuff, but the oracle cards seem to speak to me. So if you're having issues like that and not quite sure on things, grab a pack of oracle cards. They are so much fun and so much insight in them. So I love them. Okay, so the hawk is what we're going to talk about. So the hawk, when the hawk appears, by the way, it's card 11 for those who are into numerology, and it means omens and messages. Okay, so 1-1, which is significant because we're going into a full moon, and apparently it's quite powerful, and then we're starting off in a new cycle. So the number 1 means a new beginnings. Okay, Mandy, hi Mandy, she's on Waiheke, Auckland. Hi Mandy. Okay, so when the hawk appears, expect a message to be delivered to you to aid you in your quest. Perhaps a telephone call from a friend will help to solve a mystery, or a chance meeting with somebody who may resolve a riddle. You may literally see writing on a wall or overhear a conversation between strangers that reveals your own answer unexpectedly. You will know it when it happens. Okay. Be open to messages from others and be aware of omens and signs in nature. The world is constantly attempting to communicate with us, but we human beings have forgotten how to listen. So remember who you are and strengthen part of the great mystery of life. Listen and learn. This is a gift of the hawk as it soars into your life from the Avalon skies. So it's really, really cool. And it's a reminder for me to keep looking around, be observant around your environment and see what comes through. So it was interesting this week, because, or actually last weekend, I was doing some treatment on people. And one of them was a spirit. We were having issues with a spirit coming onto somebody and attacking somebody, and we're like, oh, what's this all about? He's quite aggressive, which can happen. So we're like, there's something wrong. And I was kept thinking to myself, why does he want to leave? You're stuck on earth. Why do you want to be here? But he had a message. Okay, he was wanting some help. So he was wanting some help. So that was the message. He was breaking things. He was doing all sorts of things to my client. Yeah, it was quite interesting and to watch. My poor client, she was actually stressed about this energy, just being able to do things like break glasses of wine, all sorts of weird and wonderful stuff. So so eventually we got to actually tune into the spirit and actually ask, well, what was the problem? And he was actually himself had been possessed with other energies, and that needed clearing before he moved on to the next part of his journey. So we cleared those the other night, and so that was a little message. Things kept coming up. It was like they wouldn't go, and I'm like, what is going on? They normally just go so easily. To show them the way and they go. But no, he was stubborn, and all he needed was some help. So look out for signs like that. So a very, very cool experience to go through. Very traumatic for my client, but we got there in the end. So it was really cool. So be mindful of what's around you, conversations, what's going on, letters, numbers, and just, it's like a big jigsaw life. So just put it all together. So that's the hawk, okay? So that's reminding us about hidden messages and flying high. Now, he's a spirit animal as well, and one of my spirit animals, because we can go into all sorts of things in this conversation, is I've been told one of my spirit animals, and you can probably see him if you can see, as I've called him in today, is the rock, okay? So the rock is an ancient giant eagle, okay? So really big, really huge, and apparently really big that he could lift elephants. That's how big they are. So that's one of my spirit animals. So spirit animals come in all sorts of forms. I've got multiples of them. And so today it's all about soaring high and being observant of what's around you. Okay, so if he comes in, that's who he is. Okay, so if you can see him, let me know. So chucking in the comments on what you want me to work on, and we'll go from there. I've got Violet, Brooke, yes, I've got those two there. And Caroline, yes, got her. We're just tuning in there. That's all good. By the way, guys, I've also put on the link is my link tree things, and I'll explain it a bit later, but it's just shortcuts to where things from. And Caroline's mum's going in there. So also, guys, if I talk too fast, please let me know, because I get really nervous doing these things and I really talk really fast. And some of you guys haven't got an ear for my unique accent, my Kiwi accent, which is actually quite Kiwi. Okay, so it's quite a harsh accent in New Zealand as well. People quite often say to me, where do you come from? I'm like, what do you mean? I've been in New Zealand all my life for the last 7 generations. What do you mean where I come from? So I have got quite a harsh accent. So if I talk too fast, please let me know. So that was one of my hints from the other day. So yes, Carolyn laughing away. Yes, I have a hard time with my accent. So those guys who are in America and UK and that, my accent is quite hard to hear. So that's all cool. Putting in the chat, I am going to start now with the treatment, because apparently I need to go long on these treatments, because you guys aren't quite feeling enough, or you just tune into the frequency of it, and I move on to something else. It's like, right, this time we're going to stretch it out slightly. Okay, so today, if you've never experienced energy before in your life, that is absolutely cool. Remember, everyone starts somewhere. I started right at the bottom. I couldn't feel it for about 6 months, even though I was doing Pangu Qigong for 2 hours a day. Okay, so the basis of my energy is Pangu Qigong. Okay, I do 2 hours a day. The form itself only takes 20 minutes. It's really cool. And it's a moving meditation. As you can tell by my scatterness, my brain never slows down. So I have not been one to sit there and mellow out and been able to meditate. Okay, just sitting for 30 seconds on the ground would drive me absolutely crazy. So Pangu Qigong is actually a standing form, and you actually move your hands. Really simple. Okay, anybody can do it. 5-year-olds can do it. Grandmothers can do it. The sick can even do it. Okay, it's really simple, but it's a very powerful way to cultivate life force. And we all need life force, okay, so that we can help the body. Well, the body actually lives on it. It thrives on it. It's a machine, and it's an energy that creates all the moving of the parts of the body. So without the life force, the moving parts of our body would not work, and we would be dead. Okay, so you need life force. Some of us come into this world with a lot more than others, and some of us have been sick or had a lot of trauma in our life, which has absorbed a lot of our base life force, and we struggle to cultivate it. So for those who are low in life force, I do recommend that you learn a Qigong form, and I know at least 3 forms, okay? And one of them is Pangu, another one is 8 fields, which I also instruct, and 12 senses, all completely different forms. One is standing, moving. Another one is like a Pilates flow, and that's the 8 fields, and it's absolutely amazing to do. And another one is the 12 senses, which we do is more of the head work, more of the cranial nerves work. Okay, so if you're interested in any of those forms, let me know. I can instruct 2 of them, and I can also show you the 12 senses, and we can go from there. Okay, so they're very powerful forms. So today I'm going to try the best, try my base energy is Pangu. So I'm just going to send some. I'm going to open up with a passcode, and that will allow me to be a channel of information. Remember, I'm just a tool, okay? And the energy coming through from source or Mother Earth, whatever way we go, I'm just a conduit of energy, and it's your body that's pulling what it needs from wherever and using me as a tool. Okay, so here we go. Passcode, here we go. Take kindness and benevolence as basis. Take frankness and friendliness to heart. Speak with reason, treat with courtesy, act with emotion, and accomplish results. Take kindness and benevolence as basis. Take frankness and friendliness to heart. Now, when you feel energy, you normally start feeling with pins and needles to start off with, and then you have reaction. The body sort of absorbs it, changes some stuff, and quite a few times you end up burping, or all sorts of weird and wonderful things happen in the body. So if you end up burping, that's a really good sign that stuff is moving. Okay, so I've got burping happening on, so I'm like, oh, something's moving. Okay, so I'm still sending you energy. You should be able to feel it in the hands. Slight tingles. It should be going up into the hands, up into the chest or heart area. So it goes into there. And then the body will actually just take it wherever it needs. Okay, or you can put your intention on it and go, well, I actually got a sore shoulder. Can you focus on that? And the energy will go there. So that's how it all works. So the body will know what to do with it. It's an amazing machine, way more intelligent than my brain, or that my brain will let me be intelligent. Okay, so just absorbing the chi, then it coming into the body, going out into the aura, your aura. So we're actually surrounded by an aura of energy, and it's got multiple layers in it. So allow it to go through that, and lots of colors. You might be able to see colors coming through. Quite often people see me when I'm doing this, I'll see black and white. I don't know why, because it's actually an Asian sort of style of energy. So a lot of people do that. A lot of people will see color. Okay, so those who are gifted can see. Others will just sense nothing, which is really normal too, because that's how I started. You just got to believe in it. Okay, so we're just charging up at the moment. So taking kindness and benevolence as basis, take frankness and friendliness to heart. Speak with reason, treat with courtesy, act with emotion, and accomplish results. Now, I'm going to take the energy off you now, but I'm actually going to call in my earthlings to help me take that, because I don't want to take all you guys' energy plus whoever watches in the future without me knowing. Okay, so I'm just going to call in my little helpers. I'm going to they look like little elf sort of things. They're going to come in, and I will take the energy back down to Mother Earth. So because Mother Earth is negative, she's our negative, and heaven basically, or God or source, is our positive. So Earth's negative, and she's an amazing transformer of energy. So she'll take that energy and transform it into life energy, and hence that's what all our environment survives on. The trees, the animals, they all survive on life energy. So here we go. I'm just going to take some. I want you guys to just let go of anything that you no longer require. So ask the body, let go anything that you no longer require, and let it come to me. Okay, I'm going to pull it. Okay, and at the same time, I'm going to give it to my my little earthlings to take away. Okay. Normally I would absorb it myself and then transform it later, but because we're in such a group setting and I don't know who's on here, I'm just gonna gift that to Mother Earth straight away. Okay. Through the help of my little helpers. Because for those who are energy workers and you do a lot of energy work and you take on a lot of energy from other clients, it can be quite draining on us. Okay, sometimes we love it, we actually grow with it, and sometimes it actually really takes a lot to move that energy around, especially if we absorb a lot of it. It can take a long time to transform it into positive energy. Okay, so just letting it go, letting it come to me. So I'm pulling it out of your right hand and I'm actually replacing the energy with Pangu life force energy through the left hand, the other hand. Okay, it's backwards to me. Okay, so let it come to me and we're going to take it to the ground. So taking kindness and believingness as basis, take frankness and friendliness to heart. Speak with reason, treat with courtesy, act with emotion, and accomplish results. Okay, now I'm going to go straight back into your blood. Okay, so going through the wrists, so going into the arteries and that, into the blood. I'm going to boost that blood, and you might be able to feel it coming through. Feeling good. So taking kindness and believingness as basis, taking frankness and friendliness to heart. Speak with reason, treat with courtesy, act with emotion, and accomplish results. It's really important these words really sink into the words, really comprehend what they're all about. So take kindness and benevolence as basis, take frankness and friendliness to heart, speak with reason, treat with courtesy, act with emotion, and accomplish results. Okay, so I've zapped everybody up now. So what do you want me to work on? I have got Caroline. Okay, boosting there, had a big week there. We've got LA and Brooke coming through. They need a lot of energy work, emotional work, not emotional work, actually, immune system work. So putting that there. Also mum as well. Right. And anybody else got any comments? And whoever's watching the future, just putting them on. And then we're going to ask basically, what tool should we use? Or what system? Let's call it a system. We're going to do 5 elements. Yes, there's going to be 5 elements. Okay, so 5 elements. Going back to really my basics, really. So 5 elements are the wood, the fire, the earth, the metal, and the water. Okay, so it's a Chinese philosophy. Okay, and each one of those elements is related to an organ. Okay, and each organ is related to emotions. See how it all layers in. So out of all the 5 elements, which one is high priority for everyone here today and for those in the future? So we've got wood, fire, sinking into it, wood, fire, earth. Earth's definitely got a bit there. And then we've got metal. Oh, what's up with metal today? So metal's there as well. And then water. Okay, so it's in between earth and metal. So earth or metal. Metal. Metal's coming in. Okay, so metal. Metals is of high priority. Okay, so earth's not far behind. So checking all my so earth. So earth is basically your spleen and your stomach. Okay, so that's the organs involved with it. So when we talk about organs, we don't actually mean the physical organ. Well, we do, but not quite. We mean the cavity, because energy is like, it's in the cavity basically in the body. It's lots of different energy. Every organ has its own energy signature, frequency. Okay, so it's like a cavity of frequency. So we've got the spleen cavity and then we've got the stomach cavity. So when I'm talking about organs, that's what I mean. I'm actually talking like the physical organ. Oh my God, you got trouble with your physical stomach. I wouldn't have a clue, but I know energetically you do. Okay, so is it the spleen or the stomach? stomach today. Now that's really unusual because normally I don't get the stomach, but hey, that's all right. Oh, good one, Caroline. We're on the same path. Yeah, she's picked up metal and earth as well, which is great because she's one of my new students, and it's beautiful to watch her do things. So earth, we're moving on to earth, and we're going to go into the stomach. Okay, so focusing on the stomach. So what does the stomach mean to me? Okay, there's meridians that go down the body that relate to that. And what else does it mean? What emotions does the stomach mean? Because remember, we're also different fields of information. So I'm going to go to the emotional field and see what's going on. So the stomach emotion. So sinking into it. Whenever you just sink in, connect to that emotion. And there's 15 emotions according to my charts. So let's just see which one it is without even looking at them or feel one. Number 6. So I'll work on numbers, okay, guys? So number 6. 12. 15. Oh, okay. So 6 is hunger. Yes, I've got teenagers on here, haven't I, who are obviously hungry. 12, which is harmony. And then 15 is bitter. So if any of those emotions relate to you, this is what it's all about. Okay, so just sinking into those emotions. I'm holding them into a chi ball. Probably can't see my hands, but I am. Okay, and then I'm going to do, what am I going to do? Pangu, Blu-ray, Jashikta. Just what tool am I going to use? I've got lots of tools, you see, all golden hands. So all codes. So Blu-ray. Does I want to do Blu-ray today? Oh, okay. Pangu. No. Jashikta. No, song or chant. Oh. Chant or golden hands. Okay, so golden hands. When I say golden hands, what that does for me, okay, it might be differently for you, but mine, when I activate my golden hands, so I've been given the gift of the golden hands, it means that our spirit teams or my spirit teams or my client spirit teams can come through and use my body as a tool and basically go with that. So they overtake my hands and my body basically. Okay, so, and they work on it. Hi, Angel. Angel's all the way from North Carolina in the States. So, Facebook as well. Yay, Facebook is working today. Wicked. Okay, so golden hands are activated, and I'm just letting our healing team or my healing team or my spirit animals or whoever would like to come through. I know there's lots of those around today. So they're just coming through, and we're just transforming those emotions of the earth element. Okay. Okay. I love it when you guys are having conversation between each other online. It's great. I love our little community. It's perfect. All right, so just letting it go. I'm going to give this one a number, okay? Normally when I do golden hands, I'll actually do a code at the same time, so you guys have got something to go with it. So this is how I create energetic codes, guys. So I'm just tuning in, let the golden hands taking over, asking them, I have to create it for an antidote code. The stomach, okay, so the emotional field. So the first, I keep knocking my computer, sorry guys, it's 3, okay, and I'll put this in the chat when I finish. So 3 is the number, and we're just, they're starting to take over now. Here we go, we're getting some movement, yay. We're going, what should we do? What should we do? They're all really confused. All right. So 3 is the frequency, let's say, at the moment. So how my codes work is that each number is a different energy, okay? Could be different frequency, could be different, could be an angel energy, could be galactic energy, could be an earth energy, could be anything, okay? It's just a different energy to what's going to come up next. And what it's doing is we're working with that distortion that we collected from the stomach meridian or stomach organ or earth element, okay? And I'm just sitting on 3, and we're transforming it. Or another way of looking at it is that we're feeling into the feeling state of it. We're listening to the energy and allowing it to transform itself as well. Okay. there's different ways of looking at things, but just not a straight ruler. Okay, so that one is finishing. So now we're going to move on to the next energy state. Four. So we've got 3 and 4. Just going to check some before I start forgetting. So 4 is the next one. So could be another healing team coming through with this one. If you can see stuff, please let me know. I love it when people can see things. Okay. So the stomach is one of those organs that's right across the middle of the body. Okay, just to the left. Did I get that right? Yeah, left. And it's close to the spleen. So if the spleen is upset, then the stomach can also be upset. And what happens when there's distortion or stagnant energy in this one? It can back up and affect the liver, which is on the other side of the body. Okay, so and that's when we get into issues of anger and stuff like that. So the stomach one is more, the earth element is more to do with trauma, what we're eating, nourishment, because both of them are taking on food and transforming food. So it's a transformation part of the body. 4 is really moving nicely. Yeah, so that's what the stomach is all about. Not often the stomach comes up for me, so this is different. It's normally the spleen. So stomach's all about like disappointment. Yeah, those emotions of nurturing and stuff like that, or self stuff. Nausea is another one if you're sick. And actually, yes, I know somebody on here who's not well, so that could be why we're working on here. We've got a nice tight chi ball working here. That's really nice. That's cool. Now let's stop. Next one. Eight. Oh, it's strong. Okay, so 8's the next one. I'm sort of visualizing yellows. Wow. Okay. Okay, so if you guys are burping or anything like that, please let it come through. It's just, stuff moving. Oh, now we're getting somewhere. I can feel the energy now. So I can feel the energy wrapping around me. It's like buzzing all over me. Great. That's what we want. So it was very stagnant. Wow. Everybody needs a little bit of nourishment at the moment. Okay, I think I see the color of like a light gray blue. Okay, so it changed from yellow. You guys might see something completely different. All right, so let's stop that one. So 1, 2, 3, 6. No. Right, so while we're doing this, because this can take quite a while, I'll chat about what's coming up. What have I got coming up? Okay, so if you go to the link tree link, which I put at the top of this whole conversation, and I will put it back up as well again soon. In there, what's coming up for me is on Monday nights, I am instructing Pangu Qigong. So if you want to learn how to cultivate Qigong or Life Force, Monday nights on Zoom, New Zealand time. Tuesday nights, 8 fields Qigong. So that's the flow sequence. And we're having some amazing results with that. People are absolutely loving it and having amazing experiences. So that's harmonizing the 8 fields. So that's on a Tuesday night. And then my new course for Alchemy 101. So how to learn how I'm doing it. that's starting again on Sunday. So if you guys want to learn that, that's on there as well. So that is actually an online 8-week course where we will work together for a couple of hours every week, and we'll teach you the different parts like the 5 elements and how to do. Part of that teaching is actually how to do Pangu Qigong. Okay, so it's all involved. So that's happening this weekend. Another class is starting up. And then October's really busy for me. I've got a work retreat to do. So retreat, and in that retreat we'll do some 8 fields, a little bit of 8 fields demonstration. And then after that weekend, I am holding a workshop on the 8 fields, explaining what that is, and that's in Auckland, New Zealand. That's actually a physical retreat, a physical workshop, sorry. So that's all happening. So lots happening in the next 6 weeks. So get on my website. There's all sorts happening. If you want any help with anything, I'm doing one-on-ones as well. So either come to you in Auckland or over Zoom, or do it while you're asleep. I love doing it while people are asleep. Get so much out of it. Okay, so also doing that. And on top of all that, of course, I've got my Genius app, which people are loving. Okay, so it's just a quick, simple voice, 15-second voice sample. You send it to me via the app. I will go through thousands of frequencies and then come up with a protocol for you, which then gets sent to you, and you can listen to that protocol whenever you want. Okay, so how many times a day you want. Very, 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 I love it. Out of all the systems that I've got and tried over the many years, the Genius is the one system that's not like this form, where I can actually feel the energy and the energy changing. So I really love the system. I know it's working. Yeah, and we're having some amazing results in there, right from addictions to immune problems, all sorts happening in there. Or if you wanted just to tune up or find out what's going on, or realignment, that's also a great way of doing it as well. Okay, so that's the Genius. So if you go on my website, you'll go to the Genius page, and that will explain it all in there. So yeah, so that's what's happening online. So we've got 8 going on. Slowing down. No, that was 6. Sorry, 6. Ooh, got where I was up to. 9. Okay, 9. Let it come through. It's expanding now. Okay, you feel the energy expanding in your aura. It's getting really big. My hands are going wide. Okay, so the energy sort of takes over my body. That's how it does it. Going really wide. Big pulse there. And it's done. Oh my God. Okay, that was cool. Okay, so big pulse at the end. It was like, we're done. Okay, I'll just double check. Yeah, we're done. It's all gone. Okay, so there we go. We have just done a mini code. I'd call it a mini code. Okay, for the earth element. And I was going to talk about earth element relating to the stomach part of the earth element, relating to the emotions of hunger, harmony, and bitter. Okay, so that's what we've just worked on to cultivate, to remove that stagnation from the earth element. So now we've got the whole 5 elements should be flowing a lot better. And let me just check on that. So how are they now? So we've got wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. So next one is water, but we'll leave that for another time. But let's see how that movement works. It's all working now. Okay, got some flow there, which is great. Cool. So this is just the earth element with the stomach. Okay, so just posting that now, that code. So how you work with the codes is, okay, how you do it is basically you tune yourself in, okay? You read the code out like an affirmation, and you should be able to feel the difference between each of the numbers, okay? Some people do, some people don't feel anything, okay? That's completely normal as well. That's me. And then so just feel into it, and you'll feel the energy change within your body, and that's how codes work, okay? So that is a code. That's an energetic code. And I have people call up all the time wanting in desperation. Normally it's normally in a desperation case, Murphy's law, I'm relaxing one day, then boom, I get a call, hey, can you help me? I'm in hospital, or I've collapsed on the floor, I need a code, okay? My kids do it all the time to me, all the time. It's like, oh, great. Okay, so if you're in that situation, if you're in an emergency situation, that's when I get the codes in. I call in the big guns, and boom, we start making codes. And some of them are under so much pressure. Yeah, it's cool. And if you're in hospital, which happens quite often, somebody's observing all the monitors, and they're going up and down as we create the codes. So yeah, very powerful, very, very powerful tool to have. And I'm really grateful for it. It's one of my strongest tools. So I'm really, really proud of those tools. So if you get stuck, if you need some emergency energy treatment, give me a bell and say, or text or whatever, contact me wherever you want. Hey, I'm having an emergency, can you create me a code? And I'll jump up and do one for you. So I'll be using your healing team, my healing teams, and any energy that would like to help. And we all combine together, and we come back through as a whole, let's say a whole surgical team helping you out. Okay, so that's energetic codes. Okay, and that's it for me today. I hope everybody has had a wonderful time today. I will see you again next week. Next week I'll be in the Bay of Islands, so hopefully it's beautiful and sunny up there, and I can show off New Zealand to the rest of the world. It's beautiful up there. So have a fantastic week. Any feedback, please let me know, good and the bad. I love it all. Probably speaking way too fast at the beginning. Remember the hawk, okay? So soaring above everything, using your bird's eye, really precise, looking out for symbols from Mother Earth, from your guides, from your spirit animals on what messages are coming through. Especially if you're like me and you have a hard time translating what spirit says, look out for their signs, because they are talking to us all the time. Okay, so good luck everyone. Have fun with that. I'd love to hear next week how many signs you picked up or how many coincidences came through, because it's absolutely amazing. Yeah, so otherwise, jump onto my website, which is obviously chantellefrench.com, or putting into the link again now is the link tree, which is just a shortcut to everything. Actually, I was going to show you guys what it looks like, so you guys don't freak out when you get there. Let me just type that in here, and I'll just share my screen so you can see what it looks like, and I'll explain it. So, just sharing the screen. Let me just do that. So I've got a spare time because we've changed. Okay, so this is my link tree. So in here we've got today's Friday lives. Just got to change that. That's a genius I was talking about. That will take you to the link for the genius. And then we've got live workshops at 8 fields. This is in November. Okay, so it's a 3-hour workshop. Learning Pangu Monday nights. Learning 8 fields Qigong on Tuesday nights. Of course, online course. The energy band, okay, they're in production at the moment. I'll explain those a bit more probably in another week or two. If you want to jump online and book online, okay, there's my services, and there is my main website. You'll go to the homepage. So that is my link tree. So if you want shortcuts, that's the easiest way. Otherwise, jump on to my website and go from there. Okay, so hopefully you could see all that. Okay, have fun guys, and have a wonderful week. See you.